was supposed to be a routine audience Q&A has now turned into yet another controversy surrounding The View. According to recent claims, a heated exchange involving Sonny Hostin, questions about her son Gabriel, and the removal of audience members by security has sparked a fresh wave of debate online. But that's only part of the story. Behind the scenes, reports suggest ABC executives are becoming increasingly frustrated as new controversies continue piling up around the show. So, what exactly happened during this live Q&A? Why did security reportedly get involved? And could this latest incident create even more problems for The View moving forward? Before we get into all the details, if you're new to the Woke Watch, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We cover the biggest Hollywood controversies, media shakeups, celebrity news, and entertainment headlines every single day. Welcome back, everyone. As of July 28, 2026, The View once again finds itself at the center of controversy after several weeks of relative quiet. Just when it looked like the headlines surrounding the daytime talk show were beginning to slow down, another incident has reignited the conversation. And this time, it reportedly involves Sonny Hostin, her son Gabriel Hostin, and an audience Q&A session that allegedly ended with security escorting people out. The timing of all this is especially significant. Gabriel Hostin is reportedly scheduled to appear in court on July 31st in connection with a trespassing case that has generated widespread discussion online. While the legal process is still ongoing and no final outcome has been reached, the situation has already placed additional attention on Sonny Hostin and, by extension, The View itself. As more people continue discussing the case across social media, the pressure surrounding the show appears to be growing both publicly and behind the scenes. And according to recent reports, that pressure may have finally boiled over during a live audience event. Before getting into the latest incident, it's worth mentioning that this isn't the first time Sonny Hostin's family has been part of public discussion. Over the past several months, various headlines involving members of her family, including previous legal controversies involving her husband, have repeatedly brought unwanted attention to the Hostin household. Now, with Gabriel's pending court appearance only days away, many viewers are closely watching how Sonny chooses to respond whenever the topic is brought up publicly. According to reports, ABC is continuing to review exactly what happened surrounding Gabriel's alleged trespassing case, and until the legal process concludes, many of the details remain under examination. However, while that investigation continues, another controversy reportedly unfolded during one of The View's post-show audience Q&A sessions, and that's where things reportedly took an unexpected turn. According to claims circulating online, during a recent Q&A attended by roughly 80 to 90 audience members, one attendee stood up and directly questioned Sonny Hostin regarding the ongoing situation involving her son. Witnesses claimed the atmosphere changed almost immediately. Instead of moving on from the question, the exchange reportedly became increasingly tense. According to those accounts, Sonny responded forcefully before ABC staff members approached her and briefly spoke with her off microphone. Moments later, security personnel allegedly entered the audience area and approached the individual who had asked the question. Reports claim the audience member was then escorted out before the Q&A session had officially concluded. If accurate, that decision only intensified the atmosphere inside the room. But here's where the story became even more controversial. According to additional reports, another audience member spoke up after witnessing the removal. That individual allegedly challenged the decision by asking whether audience members were still allowed to express themselves freely, questioning whether removing someone simply for asking about a public controversy appeared inconsistent with the values often discussed on the program itself. Witnesses claimed the exchange quickly escalated. According to those reports, Sonny Hostin became visibly frustrated before leaving the stage entirely, leaving the remaining co-hosts, including Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Alyssa Farah Griffin, and Ana Navarro, to continue the session. The second audience member was also reportedly removed by security shortly afterward. Whether every detail unfolded exactly as described remains a matter of public discussion, but the reports have certainly fueled another wave of criticism surrounding the show. Since news of Gabriel Hostin's pending court appearance became public, critics and longtime viewers alike have continued debating how The View has handled the situation. Some believe the audience members were simply asking questions connected to a widely discussed news story. Others argue that live Q&A sessions can quickly become unpredictable when legal matters involving family members enter the conversation. Regardless of where people stand, the incident has once again shifted attention away from the show's discussions and toward behind-the-scenes controversy. And many people are now asking whether these audience Q&A sessions are creating more problems than they're solving. Personally, this is something that stands out. Every time these post-show Q&A sessions take place, they seem to create another headline. Instead of strengthening the relationship between the hosts and the audience, they often appear to generate uncomfortable confrontations that quickly spread across social media. If the goal is improving public perception, these incidents may actually be achieving the opposite. Because once moments like these go viral, they often overshadow everything that happened during the actual broadcast. Reports also suggest that after leaving the studio, Sonny Hostin encountered additional criticism outside the building. According to those claims, several people gathered nearby began shouting comments criticizing ABC and accusing the network of limiting open discussion. Witnesses allege that Hostin covered her face, put on sunglasses, and quickly entered an SUV accompanied by security before departing the area. Whether those reactions represent a small group or a broader public sentiment remains open to interpretation, but the incident has undoubtedly generated another round of online debate. And behind closed doors, there may be even bigger concerns. According to recent reports, some ABC producers and executives have reportedly urged Disney leadership to reconsider continuing these live audience Q&A sessions beginning later this year. The concern, according to those reports, is that increasingly controversial topics are encouraging more confrontational interactions between audience members and the hosts. However, other reports claim Disney has not yet agreed to eliminate the sessions despite those concerns. If that's accurate, future Q&A events could continue attracting similar moments, especially while high-profile controversies remain in the public spotlight. Another issue that continues being discussed is audience attendance. Some reports claim fewer people have been showing up for live tapings despite free tickets being available. Supporters of that argument point to negative word of mouth and repeated online controversies as possible reasons why enthusiasm surrounding the show may be changing. Whether those reports accurately reflect broader audience trends is difficult to confirm, but they continue appearing in discussions surrounding The View. Looking ahead, all eyes now turn toward July 31st, when Gabriel Hostin is expected to make his scheduled court appearance. That hearing could provide much-needed clarity regarding the trespassing allegations and potentially determine whether this controversy begins fading or becomes an even larger story. Until then, speculation is likely to continue across both social media and entertainment news. And if another incident involving The View occurs before then, the pressure surrounding the show may only continue to grow. So now I'd like to hear from you. Do you think these reported audience confrontations are becoming a serious problem for The View? And what impact, if any, do you think Gabriel Hostin's upcoming court appearance could have on the ongoing conversation surrounding Sonny Hostin and the show itself? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to The Woke Watch, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Hollywood controversies, media shakeups, and entertainment headlines. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.